Yo, what is up, my people? Welcome to another episode of the Kicks Closet with your boy Shoe Beast, aka Zach. Man, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the love and support on the last episode. I know you guys love hearing from that wonderful lady. But hey, I have someone in the building, digitally, of course, right now, that, man, this guy, I can only hype him up so much because if he's one of those, if you know, you know, but at the same time, if you don't know, you're about to know, and then your mind's going to get blown. That's how I feel about it. That's how I wanted to get him on the show. So without further ado, the man that made my logo, the man behind crazy graphics on the internet, Mr. Nike MD. What is up, my man?
Not much, bro. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you having me on the show. And thanks for the intro, man. That was a whole lot.
Hey man, I try to hype people up as much as possible because I used to do hip hop and stuff. So like anytime I was like, with like another artist in my crew and stuff, I was always like hyping people up and stuff like that. So and hey man, and once people go ahead and plug yourself real quick so people can go on your pages and stuff and see what I'm talking about. See that I'm not bullshitting.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. I've been doing fashion for like over 10 years now. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at NikeMD_art.
At NikeMD_art. That's another reason why I wanted him on the show, because as long as I have known about this man and seen his graphics and seen him within the community that I'm in, I've always known that he's a fan of Nikes and sneakers, because this is always the name that he's gone by is Nike MD. Yeah, man, I had to get him on the show because I just got questions to ask for you, and I also I don't know. I feel like you need to be around for some of the stuff that I got to say tonight. Cause I got one little topic that I got to bring up that's a little. I'm sipping iced coffee right now, but it's low key some tea. It's not even really tea. It's just some like slick shit that I saw on the internet the other day, and I thought it would be worth bringing up. So like fakes are like a crazy bad thing in the sneaker industry now and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're privy to, and keen to all the scams and everything that are going on. Like if if it comes with a StockX tag not attached to it, and all the fake stuff. So, anyways, there was this, and you know how like you'll see like a big influencer in your community, like and for you it may be like a big graphic artist or something, like, and they'll have like a crazy following, and they'll be like huge in the community, and so you got to follow them and see what the sauce is about. And I'm not gonna drop names. I'm not gonna do like some expose on this man or anything, but so I was, I followed this dude, and what he does is, and there's gonna be dogs barking from across the street. My dog's gonna be well behaved this whole episode because she's in the room and she's a well behaved, almost 7-year-old pit bull. But this dog's across the street are some hellhounds, like for real. But anyways, so I followed this guy, and he's got like 125,000 followers, right? Number one sneaker flipper, blah blah blah. And what he does is he specializes in early pairs and getting them before the release date. You know what I'm saying? So that already to me is sus. You know what I'm saying? Almost all early pairs are very sus to me, because even J Balvin came out publicly not the other day, but like he even straight up said it. He was like, "Yo, any early pairs that have come out since before the release date, the official release, are fakes, because the shit's not done yet." You know what I'm saying? So anytime someone's like promoting that type of shit, I'm always a little like suspect. So, but anyways, I'm watching the guy and I'm seeing him, and like I noticed like he does like these lives, and he'll do the live unboxings of the early pairs. He'll be like, man, I don't even know what's in the box, so let's just go ahead and unbox it and see. And I started noticing, like, in the videos, when he would bring up, he would be like, and the release date on these is, man, I don't even know, because we don't do release dates. So, like, I started being like, okay, so he doesn't even, like, really know the release schedule on this stuff either. I was like, all right, that's a little suspect, but but I kept it moving, I was like, all right, and I'm not the type of person to like publicly blast on someone unless they strike first. And I was watching one of his unboxing videos the other night. I forget what it was. He was unboxing like a Jordan 3 or some, I don't know, something. And I got screenshots of it. It's funny. I got screenshots of it. And then I started noticing the stuff beyond it. But he was unboxing the shoe, and his biggest mistake is when he took the second shoe out of the box, because under that was an unhooked StockX tag with the StockX sticker. And he had already shown like a receipt from like the plug that he got it from. And like even he looked down in the box for a split second. Like I've got the screenshots. I'm gonna send it to you, bro. And like he looked for a minute and he was like, "Oh fuck," you know what I mean? So shit was funny, yeah. So and I noticed like quite a few people, not quite a few, but a few people that I follow this guy. So, and he does like, he's got like a OnlyFans, but not like an adult OnlyFans. Like, subscribe to my free OnlyFans and I'll give you the plug on shoes type shit. But yeah, I thought that would be funny to bring up.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. I laughed and I sent it to a few of my people and stuff, and they thought it.
The thing I want to know, like from him, is like what was going through his head when he realized everybody saw like the tag and like the
Right.
receipt. Like I just want to know what his thought process was. Like, was it like, oh crap?
And talk about the most ironic thing right now. I just got a pop-up notification talking about he just went live. I'm not gonna even say who it is, but he just went live. That's great. That's, man, his ears were fucking burning. That's funny, but shit, man. So yeah, you're obviously awesome in graphic design. So I gotta know. So like, how long have you been into graphic design? Like really into it?
Oof, that's
Did you
honestly, man.
self teach yourself? Did you go to school for it?
So that's so like it's a little bit of both. So like
Got you.
in middle school, they taught us how to use Photoshop because I went to a creative and performing arts middle school. So I went to an art school from middle school,
Got you.
and that was in the late '90s. So like just think late '90s, like Photoshop, whatever that looked like.
That
And
OG.
we were using that because they were just teaching us digital stuff. But we originally learned how to do all of the art stuff. I did this media stuff. But we learned how to shoot on like 35mm cameras, developing in darkroom, water chemicals and stuff. So I was doing that in middle school.
Yeah.
And then they were bringing us into digital stuff, so I started using Photoshop then. And then in high school, I really started getting into it, doing stuff for like friends and stuff. And I didn't really get into it like seriously until I got to college, and our school was just like the computer labs were Mac and computer. So it was like the Mac side and the PC side. So the first time I got my hands on Mac and Photoshop in there for free, and I could just use it whenever I wanted to.
You got that student suite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cheeks.
Exactly. So like we went in there, and like I didn't even go to my first degree. I didn't go to school for graphic design. It was computer programming, and I ended up switching to business because computer programming was way more boring than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I was making like, since I'm from Pittsburgh, I was making like Steelers backgrounds and stuff from my computer.
Right.
Just mess around with that. And then one of my boys who did graphic design was just showing me different little things. So I just picked up from there, and then decided I wanted to like, go to art school for another degree. So I went for another degree after the business one because I started my own graphic design studio. So
Double up.
art school, and then they taught me how how to use all the tools the right way. And I took some of my creativity and how I was using it before, kind of mixed that knowledge, and then just kind of took off from there, bro.
Yeah, no, that's low key smart too. That because a lot of people, I spoke on this with with Johnny on the podcast that I did with him. Like a lot of people, there's certain people that will be visionaries, and there's certain people that will be artists, and there are certain people that will know how to translate it to marketing, and then there's certain people that will know how to bring it to a business level to make it monetarily worth something. So like, man, always I didn't personally go to college, and for the people watching this and listening to this, go to college. Don't get face tats and shit like me. Like just go to just I'm happy, but like go to college. Figure something out. But yeah, I mean, I'm stoked I don't have debt, but that's cool. But I
I'll
mean,
say this while we on that real quick, like about the college piece.
yeah.
Is it's not mandatory to go to college and still be successful. But I'll say the thing that it did, it wasn't so much I went to college. Like after going to college, it wasn't so much the thing that I got from it the most wasn't like the stuff that they taught you in the classroom.
Right, like the
all the
textbook.
stuff you learn like outside of the classroom, being around people from like all over from different backgrounds as you.
Right.
It just broadened your scope that way. I think that was the biggest thing I learned from college.
I could see that.
Biggest benefit.
Because like up until high school, you don't really know much more than like your town and stuff. Feel that.
And not
Facts.
just on like the social piece, but just like knowing from other people from other places all around the world too, like what other people are doing, like what other cultures are doing, what other people doing business and stuff in other places.
Right.
When you leave there, you got these contacts of people who are like all over, that you can pull from when you're done. You know what I mean? So like that's one of the biggest things I think is that people downplay about college, don't speak on about college.
Right.
Think about the degree and then having that, being able to use that resume and stuff. And that's definitely there, but it's that stuff you learn outside, the connection outside that was really the big thing.
I mean, obviously, you see, like that's obviously a factor because I mean, what are college students suffering from the most right now? Not being able to, congregate, so to speak. Get together and actually learn together, and in person type stuff. So I mean, I could definitely see that because that's really the opinion I've always had on like homeschooling, like. Like the people that I know that have been homeschooled, like bro, they don't function the same, man. Like they don't.
Yeah, that's facts.
They don't, and no disrespect. It's just they don't function the same because like they were up in like when we were around all these different kids, they were just in there, with their parents. So they didn't really know they didn't get much more perspective because I really believe perspective is everything. Like you could solve a whole problem just by thinking of things in a different perspective, and that's why I like being this. I mean, of course, I don't know what not being dyslexic feels like, but like I enjoy and accept being dyslexic, and I embrace it because I know that like I process thoughts and solving problems differently. I look at it from a different way. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess that's really, it's. I don't know, man. You just gotta learn how to get it your own way, I guess. But so as far as the graphic design goes, like when did it converge with like I'm gonna go ahead and put in quotes like the industry that you and I are privy to?
Got it. So like when I was a kid, like when I mean a kid, I mean like young.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like there was most people like somewhere along the line something happens and like you see something or something that sparks you sexually even before like you like puberty or anything like
hell yeah,
you're into that thing. So for me that was feet like real early.
Of course.
And then also with the whole giants and stuff, like the size fetish stuff.
Got you.
Like that was I think like there was a remake of Attack of the 50-Foot Woman with Daryl Hannah when I was like 5 or something. It came on TV.
Yeah.
The first time I seen anything like that, and I was like, oh, okay, like that sparked something in my head. Cool. So like even from like that young age, like it was from a young age, like those things were kind of carried with me, kind of developed as I developed too. So like it was like this sideline thing, like along everything else that I was doing.